I'm just setting up
Technical
chat.
difficulties on a Twitch stream?
Not technical difficulties. I'm just trying to make sure that at least some of the chat shows up here. I don't want. I want the chat to feel like they are involved. That's very important to me. Mods, if you are a mod and you are in my chat, please be thinking of predictions to be putting up at any given time. You have full carte blanche freedom to put up any prediction at any time, but do try to keep them to like 5 minutes or less. But as the more of those we can get, the better. So this is where we left off last time. Let's do a quick recap. And I will go ahead and list the events. And as usual, I will ask each of you to give me a little bit of your own flavor to the memories. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and go through the events. So first off, the first thing that happened last game was a discussion about whether or not spiders are delicious. And
Yes.
and whether or not they sound and taste like crab legs.
I remember that now. That was my question.
Yes, indeed it was.
And our answer was a firm
maybe.
Yeah, it was absolutely maybe.
It was a firm maybe.
I'm getting some video and audio trouble on Jeff's end now too.
maybe.
I'm getting.
Today's gonna be that day.
Today is going to be that day. It's all about the technical difficulties today.
Yeah, I look frozen again.
You
but,
are, yeah.
Like on my computer, my feed is still
figured
going
that.
strong, so it might be the Wi-Fi.
And Jeff, you're moving again now, so that's good. Yeah. This is just the way it goes sometimes. Okay. So the second thing was the cold door of bad ideas.
Yeah, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It was actually the cold door of fantastic ideas.
Yes, you did indeed go into the cold door. You fought a bunch of skeletons. You found a little bit of magical loot. It was all fun and games. Hyacinth died again because that's what Hyacinth does. Not died, but dropped. Because that seems to be a habit that he's got, or they've got over and over and over again now.
I feel like I should have a lower con just to justify it.
You do keep perforating that carapace.
Yes, and also though Hyacinth did, as Nathaniel points out, kill so many enemies. Like there were so many times when Echo set them up and Hyacinth knocked them down, and that was the next bit, which was taking on another set of goblin sentries that were ready for you this time, but you were still able to overpower them pretty easily, all things considered.
I have thoughts on that matter, but that'll be later.
Yes, you liberated some kobold prisoners, as well as a goblin, or as well as a gnomish cleric named Erky Timbers, who
Keep
is
adopting the short ones.
Yes, you do seem to have a thing for adopting small-sized humanoids.
Specifically, Jeff has a thing for adopting small-sized humans.
But it does mean that you have another healer, if a somewhat not very powerful NPC healer, to sort of bulk up your magic going forward. And then finally, you got a few rewards from Eustrial, but I don't think anybody put them into their inventory. So I'll just...
No, we did.
We had a discussion.
Did you?
Yeah, I have.
Session.
I've got the feather token.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. All right, that makes life considerably simpler for me. Fantastic.
I have the list of like the random other things that we didn't put on the party sheet yet.
And then, of course, after that was the encounter with Eustrial, with Calcrix. And yes. I would like Jeff specifically, please, because you earned this right. I would like you to go ahead and describe for us, please, how did the Calcrix fight go?
Quickly is the best adjective I could put to it. Meepo entered we all discussed it, and we wanted to give Meepo the best possible chance to win Calcrix over so that he could do his job and be a good dragon handler. And Meepo might love Calcrix. Calcrix clearly does not love Meepo, and Calcrix used their breath weapon on poor little Meepo, but fortunately Meepo survived. Unfortunately for Calcrix, though, I then proceeded to Sparta kick the door in and use the potion of fire breathing that we got a couple sessions back, and burned Calcrix against the wall and then put it to sleep.
And that 1-2 combination of the fire breath and the sleep spell is still something that my mind boggles about. That was an excellent 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It's real good. I really like it, and taking notes for that going forward. But it did take what is supposed to be, I understand, a fairly complicated and tough encounter with a small dragon into a single action in a single round.
At this level, dragons aren't actually as dangerous as you might think because they don't have legendary resistances yet. But yeah, that was awesome. 1 silver key. You just put in those 2 eyes, and they both came up on the screen perfectly in line. That was amazing.
It was wonderful. Let's
go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on now. So now you have Calcrix trussed up like a turkey. Calcrix is not getting out. I'm not even going to give her a roll to get out. She is well and truly fully bound. You're going to have to drag her, but she is not going anywhere. Meepo,
I will have an intimidation check for Calcrix when Calcrix wakes up because dragons respond to intimidation. I'm given to understand.
That's absolutely true. Go ahead and roll that now.
Just being clear with who is boss in this exchange.
That is a natural 20.
Holy fuck. Well,
the first roll of the day. The first roll.
Just smash Calter, So if that's not intimidating, then I don't know what is.
Hey, Kistrel, in chat, if you would be so kind, give me a nice. I see the crit emotes coming in. Give me a poll over who will be the next person to crit. And then list the four characters, if you would be so kind. And you can, if you can, put Meepo. Oh no, it's only either or, isn't it? That's right. The predictions.
That's the prediction. We can do a poll.
No, I prefer the predictions because I like people betting bits. It makes me happy. I suppose what's next? A crit or a crit fail? I guess will be probably the best prediction to put up. Calcrix is absolutely compliant. And will remain so until she is back within the domain of the kobolds. What is Hyacinth doing? Meepo has awoken, by the way. He's at 1 HP.
I mean, Hyacinth was definitely helping tie up the dragon.
Yes,
so
the dragon. Yeah, the dragon is restrained. It is coming up on time to head back. Meepo wakes up once again and stands up and is ready to go, but he is not looking well. Like his right arm has been broken as he was thrown back. He hasn't had any magical healing at this point because I think we're mostly out of magic.
We are mostly out of magic. Yes.
Although I know some of you got some more spell slots coming in. Ooh, what was that? I am Dracaris. Thank you for following. I appreciate you so much. So what's going on from here, friends? What are we doing? Let's go with, we talked to Calder, we talked to Hyacinth. Poor Gale is still messing with the camera. Let's talk really quick to Clarion. What's Clarion doing after Calcrix is tied up and as you're getting ready to drag her away?
Clarion is wondering why the map is not up on his screen.
Hold on, let me share that with you.
I don't have a map.
You should have it now. I just need to be reminded sometimes to actually share it with you.
That's all right. I just realized it because I realized I could see it on your screen and not mine, and I'm like, oh dear. Well, but like I have new spells, but I don't have. Do I have the spell slots? Can I actually now?
Yes, you can cast whatever new spell slots you've got. I know it's a weird sort of slapdash thing.
That's all right. Then I guess I'm going to limp my way over to Meepo and give Meepo some healing.
That works for me.
So, let me move the map over so I can see my screen. And then which one is better? Cure wounds or healing word?
Cure wounds
Cure
is
wounds.
better strictly unless you have to do it in combat. We have a prediction started as well, and a poll started. Very good.
Meepo! Come on, Meepo. Did I win?
Meepo will heal 5 points of damage. That's
was like
fine.
heal,
It's
though.
that's. I mean, remember, 5 points of damage is fully half his health, so you're doing pretty
Yeah.
okay. So cure wounds.
'Cause-
Meepo is
All
not
right.
powerful.
Meepo is not powerful. He's good with a slingshot, though.
What's Echo up to after Calcrix has been secured?
Well, seeing as I was the one that made the medicine check on Meepo initially, I was probably helping fashion a sling for his broken arm.
That would
Makes
be
sense.
smart.
And yeah, thinking about, because we did leave the hobgoblin tied up next to the pantry door. And if we're going to go back to the kobold area, we're going to pass by there. So I'm thinking about what I want to do with the hobgoblin that's
Yeah.
passed out and tied up out there.
So what does the group do from here, friends?
I would think we would want to go back to our kobold friends, wouldn't we?
Works for me. Go ahead.
We might want to see if there's something we can make a sledge out of to drag the dragon.
The dragon? Yes, you can absolutely
What
do that.
size?
Jeff, what were you
have-
going to say?
I have a proposal of what we could use to make a sled. The wooden barriers that the goblins keep putting up to serve as their arrow,
Yeah.
cover for the arrow slits. I'm real tired of that.
That's true. Those little like low walls that keep
Yeah.
I'm so against those.
that they keep
Yeah,
using.
we'll use those and set the rest of them on fire.
All right.
All right, so
It's a
we
bit
probably are gonna
much.
need to.
So go ahead and move yourselves. There is the
What can I
trap
say?
there.
What can I say? The arrow around my the place where I was shot with an arrow is still a little tender.
Yes, indeed.
You'll live.
Yeah, but they won't.
All right. So I see some folks have. I've switched it probably accidentally, but I'm going to ask you to stop right there, Echo. The moment you hit that so let's pause for just a moment, because yes, the moment Echo comes in, you walk onto this square right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I need a dex save because you're stepping on caltrops
Up more?
that definitely were not there when you left.
It's been like 5 minutes.
It has been like 5 minutes. It turns out goblins are industrious. So make
That's
me
fair. Dex save.
Oh, also, I'm going ahead and adding loot from the trophy room into the party inventory, and we're going to figure out how the hell this works at some point.
Did that not
Yeah.
roll?
Maybe when we're not dungeon delving.
Indeed.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, fuck
Oh.
me.
Oh, not good.
Did
Well, you know what? That prediction is done now, I guess.
That
Yeah,
prediction
that
is done
prediction's
now.
done.
That happened very quickly. That happened very quickly.
Literally the third roll of the night.
Wow. We've already had a 20 and a 1. I feel like tonight is going to be a magical night, my friends. So
dear.
you do not save. You take 10. You take 10 feet less off of your. Or you take 10 feet off of your speed. First off, and I'm actually going to make that trap visible now. So hold on. And let's see. Any creature that enters the
like
area.
You would have known.
So take 1 piercing damage. Only 1 piercing damage. But your walking
Okay.
speed is reduced by 10 feet until you regain at least 1 hit point. So you step on a on a D4 basically on the ground.
Ah, motherfucker. Like I
And
just start
people-
swearing in Goblin.
People talk about Legos, but I will tell you there's nothing like stepping on a D4 for instantly making you swear a lot.
It will hurt. It will hurt.
So
Mm,
With that, also, you notice that you are indeed walking into an ambush, and I'm gonna need some initiatives from everybody.
Of course.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Give me those initiatives.
Main.
Come on, roll on the thing.
initiative.
Thank you.
Nice, Echo.
Darn it! It didn't actually roll on the thing. Let me try that one more time.
So yes, Echo, as you move forward, what you see is a hobgoblin directly in front of you, using that horrible 3-foot barrier as cover. There are 2 goblins flanking the hobgoblin with their bows out.
Is it the same hobgoblin that I had tied up waiting
No.
for us in that?
No, it is not. This is a different hobgoblin.
Where's the hobgoblin that was tied up? Is
Not
he here?
present.
All right.
Yeah, you do not see the hobgoblin that you tied up earlier. The space that it used to occupy is no longer. But however, you do notice that the pantry door, the stuff that you piled up has been shoved off. And then give me a perception check. This does not take an action. Just Echo, please.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh, I was almost good.
Lovely. That's all you get.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and go from the top. And it does look like Echo, conveniently enough. Hold on, I'm going to reset this to round 1. Conveniently enough, Echo is indeed first in initiative. Your movement speed is a little bit less because, fuck, I stepped on a spike. What are you up to?
I'm staring dead at the hobgoblin and speaking in goblin, saying, "My fight is not with you, and it's not with your brethren,
it responds
as you've
with
seen."
it responds with "It is now."
And I do the little chin tilt and I say, "Your death it will be."
Nice. Do your thing.
I'm gonna move forward.
Holy shit.
Can I melee over the?
Yes, you can. There's no.
Barrier?
It does not provide cover against melee because it's low enough to where it's not an issue.
Cool. Somebody's
You
getting
can
a
just, like,
spear to the face.
That is definitely a spear to the face. Well done. 5 points of damage. I believe you have so many more attacks. Actually, you would have to bonus, wouldn't you? I don't know how monks work.
Yeah. 3rd level. I don't have the multi-attack action yet, but I will use my bonus action to attack the dude.
We have another prediction started.
Oh, come on!
Wow.
Amazing.
Still
I'm
distracted by that caltrop.
I tried to put too much weight on the injured foot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, give me a short description of what befalls Echo on this attack.
So yeah, I try to swing up. I'm shifting my weight like I've been told, just distributing it evenly between the 2 feet, and I shove the caltrop a little too far in, and it throws off my aim.
No problem. It looks like the prediction, by the way, is any unconscious party members in this fight right here. Yes or no? Put in those predictions, friends. All right.
That's my turn.
That's your
I
turn.
believe. Yep.
Phenomenal. Let's move on. Hey, it's a goblin. The goblin was planning on hitting you with a bow, but because you ran up, it's going to go ahead and drop the bow on the floor, pull a scimitar, and utterly miss you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a
I mean, that's
controversial
lucky at
decision.
least.
It was a controversial decision. It's going to go ahead and take a bonus action to disengage, and it'll back up to here. There is, in fact, coming out of the other room, a second goblin.
Oh no.
Comes out and will attack Echo with the Skimiter.
Skimiter.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I don't regret it. I do regret missing the hell out of Echo, however.
Maybe if you had said scimitar correctly.
I believe it's pronounced Siamentaire.
Instant karma, yes. Everyone's betting against you, friends. Everyone thinks that you're gonna fail this. Prove them wrong. Actually, not
Well,
fail.
I mean,
It's not a failure.
There's one person who voted otherwise, and cheers to them.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Up next, the Hobgoblin is going to go ahead and make an attack. Hold on really quick. All right, so the Hobgoblin is going to take its attack. It will also miss. Good Lord, what is going on with these people? Okay, so all of the goblins are apparently completely incompetent. That's a thing that happens every now and then. Clarion, it is now your turn. You are the door is open, and you can avoid the caltrops just like you did before by treating it like difficult terrain and using two of your movement. Yeah.
Totally could.
Or you could just run over it and step on spikes.
Or I could just stand here and cast magic.
That also works. You do have
Magic. Who even does?
Oh,
is this another
How
thunderclap?
about we cast
No,
Vicious
please no.
Mockery.
All right, vicious mockery.
Hobgoblin.
I'm just saying, if you center the shockwave on Echo, it'll hit everyone. I'm just saying.
That's not how that spell works.
Yeah, I know. It's personal, right? It's only around you.
Yeah. And even if you could, don't.
Even if you
don't
could,
want me
don't.
to Thunderwave? It's not dire circumstances yet.
All right, so who are you hitting with that vicious mockery, and what, if anything, are you saying?
Huh?
What are you saying, if anything?
Well, they can't hear me except for him. These spells are all like that. Well, them. I can't. I don't know what the Hobgoblin's gender is.
I mean, it's Transvisibility Day.
Transvisibility Day. Yeah. So I'm unleashing a string of insults, but you, of course, as usual, it is, accompanied by, because my insults are sung, accompanied by some really, really rough sounding chords. Like, they sound really, really complicated. Like chords I can't do. Okay, let's be honest. Really, really complicated, but also very dissonant. I don't have the ability to do most of those chords. Do you see this hand? Do you see this pinky? Like, I can't. It does nothing. It is useless. All right. So am I rolling it onto the Hobgoblin, right?
Yes.
Ugh, I moved that the wrong way. Okay, let's go over here. So I can have dice. Oh my God. I'm just going to pull there we go. So am I doing cast or attack with this?
So cast first.
Okay.
I think.
I think too. So let's try.
You should be able to drag and drop the save.
Yeah, there should be a
save. So I should do the save instead of the cast or attack.
Let me actually look at your character sheet. That'll make things a little bit easier.
Now I'm just trying to figure out which one, because I have a cast, attack, and save, and I'm like,
Save. Save is what you want to put on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that he makes his save.
Yes, and it fails its save.
Nice.
So
Now
it
you
definitely
take
is
damage.
horribly insulted by whatever you said, and it's going to be possibly insulted to death.
Yes. So then that's damage on him.
Yes. There should be a little blood drop.
Yep.
Nice.
Drop dice. Nice.
As a side note, by the way, going forward, when it comes to things like Vicious Mockery, I often add bonus damage or maybe maximize the damage if you give me a particularly clever and appropriate to the current time insult. Don't take that as pressure. It's just a way to give yourself a bonus. If you think of something particularly epic, say it, because I will give you bonus.
And I've been working really hard on my cursing, because my channel has a all curses for 3 minutes and then creative cursing for 1 minute, and I've been looking up curses. So there's definitely look up some Shakespearean curses. I need to pull that Shakespearean curse thingy back.
Are you doing anything else other than casting your magic?
That's
Like maybe
I-
getting out
my
of the way so that you don't get feathered with a bunch of arrows.
Yes. I'm going to step back around the corner
Absolutely.
because I know where these people are now, and I can cast other spells because I can hear them,
You can indeed.
and they can hear me.
Erky
Like, whoops.
Erky Timbers. He does have some things that he can sort of do. He's down to cantrips at this point, but he'll go ahead and sort of peek his head out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does he have a 30 feet? He does have a 30 feet speed. So he'll actually move out to where he can see, and he's going to throw Sacred Flame
Nice.
at the Hobgoblin. So the Hobgoblin's going to have to make a dexterity save, which it will fail. So he throws like a little blob of radiant like fire. It's not like a big blob of radiant fire. It's not impressive, but it is enough to drop the Hobgoblin.
Nice.
Nice.
It's clear that Erky is not used to throwing offensive magic. Like he gathers the energy in his hand and he's like, and he throws it and just manages to drop it like napalm on the Hobgoblin, who goes down. Before I continue, are we having the enemies make death saves or are we just killing them?
I don't care about the goblins, but as far as that Hobgoblin, I'd like to be able to maybe stabilize him if we.
I will have that Hobgoblin make death saves instead then. We will move on to Hyacinth. It is your turn.
Okay, so I saw Echo kind of like experience a trap. Yeah.
I am willing to allow that you know that there are caltrops on the ground. Yes, it's not like you haven't seen them before in this context.
Okay, I wanna attempt to basically swing around the door through like the wall through the door to end in this square here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if I could like make an acrobatics check or something
It just
in order to do that.
So long as you take two movements essentially to get on the trap, then you can, just like you did before, creep through. So as long as you take,
I can take a second step. I
like
it's just make it look fancy.
Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. Rule of cool. It works. Tell me how it looks.
Oh yeah, no, this is like purely like a slight run dash, grab the wall and just swing around it. So that I'd like pop up randomly in front of this here goblin.
Yep. Is there any inspiration thing to cheer bits and donate points to? The answer is yes, and in fact, let me go ahead. Silver Key, do you have access to the challenges? Can you go ahead and extend the current challenge for another 14 days, please?
I don't know if I can do that.
If you can, please do. But if you can't, I'll do it.
I cannot do that. It's not giving me the option.
All right.
As a side note, Hedgie, we don't have any direct like spend bits give us advantage stuff yet. Because we're still trying to convince our lovely DM to let us do that.
Working on it. There is, however, a donation button. There is, however, a donation button down underneath the chat here. If you feel like being generous, I am trying to get a new CPU so that I can stream with a little bit less problems. So yeah, there is a donation button down underneath the chat, and I would be eternally grateful for any donations. But this is not time for me to advertise.
Possibly generous to us if you do.
That's also true.
I would like to then stab this here goblin, and I believe I get sneak attack.
Stabby stab.
I am threatening.
They're a swashbuckler now. I don't think they care.
Well, yes, but also threatening, that counts as for sneak attack.
For sneak as well. So. But you have advantage, right?
I don't have advantage here.
Got it.
So I get sneak attack when I have an ally who is also threatening. I'm all by myself or I have advantage.
Got it.
Which is basically all the time forever.
Got it.
So.
Do the thing. Nope.
Oof.
Yep, that's fair.
Too much focus on the parkour, not enough focus on the stabby stab.
It looks cool.
It
And
looks
I forgot
amazing.
how tall goblins were.
Yeah, it just you're like, ha! And it's exactly where the goblin's head would have been if it was a foot taller. Yeah.
Yep. I'm assuming that like while I came around, the rapier was out, and it was just like, right, short people.
Beautiful. Is
Thing
that
I can't say in real life?
Is that for you?
That is it for me.
It is Calder's turn.
Okay, well, I'm the furthest back and with the dragon.
That's true. You are indeed. But you definitely hear the sounds of combat.
Yeah.
At least the dragon.
What is in this room? Like, what is this place?
This room is... Oh, let me go ahead and pull up a picture for you. This room is a trophy room. Here. One moment. So it has like heads
Nice.
mounted on the wall, including cows and yes, kobold heads.
Dire rat.
There's
Baby.
definitely
Dragon, it's so cute.
definitely a
It's
rat
so
there.
cute.
But other than
I
that,
would totally have a dire rat as a pet.
other than that, it is a class A disaster. Like maybe there was some organization and some order here at some point, but Calcrix had like dragged all the shiny bits into one pile, which I've now put into your party inventory. Like all of the furniture is destroyed. You know, the bookshelf that Meepo slammed into when he got hit by the breath is just completely shattered. It looks like a hurricane went through here, or a blizzard.
Oh, that's right. I still have the effects of the fire potion, right?
How long does that last? I think it's hours, right?
Like an hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, if it's an hour, then yes, you still have 2 uses of that left. The bless, however, from Urky Timbers did wear off because that was only 1 minute.
I'm just trying to think because like, Echo is like right in the way of of a cone that I could put.
Oh, there's no problem with that. Just go ahead and drop it anyway. Echo won't mind.
Yeah, because as we've seen, I'm great at my deck saves.
I'm wondering, is it like could I get like next to Echo if I don't cast and just spend 2 actions moving?
I believe you can.
Fire breathing?
The only thing is the caltrops.
I want a caltrops emoji.
Because like I get like here if I.
So that's 1 move, and then with dash you can go 1, 2, 3, 4,
and end up here.
Yes, although if you do that, there is Goblin 2, which will take a slash at you.
Cool. I'll breathe fire at the cone in the direction.
Let me make the attack first, and then you'll have your bonus action. I love bonus actions. But let's go ahead.
By all means, let him swing.
He's gonna take his swing. And he will miss horribly. Which one are you targeting?
It's a. Let me pull it up again because I'm.
It is a cone. Are you hitting like Goblin 3 and Goblin 1?
Like, could I get the cone? Could I get all 3 of them in the cone?
The Hobgoblin is
Hobgoblin's
down.
unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm less okay. If I can get both goblins in, then I'm okay.
I'm okay with you getting both goblins in. That seems like a good lineup for you.
Okay, then they need to make at a target within 30 feet of you. Oh no, it's not even a cone. It's just it must breathe at a target within. 30
Oh, it is at a target. Okay, so which Goblin 3, Goblin 1, or Goblin 2?
The asshole that backed away.
The asshole that backed away. Goblin 1 it is.
The coward gets set on fire.
I believe you can force the save by dragging it onto the goblin.
Yes, but I'm still navigating the awkwardness that is this inventory system. And it's like, it doesn't... I'm not even seeing it in my inventory, but we definitely got them, so... So I don't know.
Gotcha. What does it say what the save DC is?
Yes, it's a DC 13.
All right, I'll just go ahead and roll it. I'm not actually sure that you have that in your thing. And it's Dex, you said, right?
Yeah, it's a Dex save.
It fails. Roll your damage. Oh, the advantageous challenge is at 75%. I will give these folks their advantage the moment that hits. So if that hits 50,000, if that hits 50,000, I will absolutely give these folks a floating advantage that they can use whenever they want, or probably more likely forget to use for the entire session.
Listen.
I'll do
Thank
9
you,
points of
Linar.
fire damage. I'll do
Yes.
9
Thank
points of
you,
fire damage.
Jagwaga.
Go ahead and roll that damage. It's what, like 46 or
And
something?
thank you, Hedgie Cleric.
I already rolled it. It's 9.
Oh, it's 9 damage. Excellent. 9 damage. Hold on, let me double check. 9 damage is enough to drop it.
Yes.
So it backed away to try to get a better shot with its bow, and Calder's having none of that and just engulfs it in flames. That if a dragon couldn't stand up to these flames, what chance does a goblin have? Is that it for you, Calder?
That's my action. So
Excellent. Goblin 3 right in front of Calder just saw that shit. And is
a slow turn of my head to look directly down at it.
Is the only one left, but unfortunately, actually, goblins are kind of cowards, so it's going to go ahead and bonus action to disengage, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with its disengage bonus action. Actually, no. First, it's going to attack Calder, then it's going to disengage, because goblins are also assholes. It will hit Calder, unless you have shield to drop.
I do have a shield to drop.
Okay.
I didn't use a spell last round.
That's true. Although, as Gale mentioned to me before, it turns out you can use reaction spells even if you cast a spell on your turn, because you're only just not allowed to have 2 spells in your turn, not in an entire round.
Well, okay, so how that actually works is if the spell you cast during your turn was a bonus action, then you can't cast an additional spell unless it's a cantrip, even if it's a reaction.
Interesting. Okay, so you did cast as a bonus action. So you
But if I didn't cast. It was a fire breathe.
That was the fire breathe. It was not a spell. You're absolutely right. Okay, I'm still getting used to all of this myself.
Sure, I'll throw the spell slot at it to say it basically as the chief motive. No.
Absolutely. So it goes to attack you. Your shadowy arcane sigil of a shield pops up. It's going to take its bonus action to disengage. It's going to get out to here. It's then going to take its movement action.
Disengage doesn't allow you to move.
It doesn't allow you to move?
Disengage just says you don't take AOPs.
Got it.
And then you can move.
So then it moves out to here, and that's that for Goblin 3. Excellent. It is Meepo's turn.
Yes, Meepo.
Meepo, who has been a complete badass, but also has been having a hard time lately, actually is going to go and sit with Calcrix.
He's got 1 HP.
Not anymore. Not anymore. He did get some. He did get some healing.
And Calcrix is muzzled and successfully intimidated.
Yes. So Meepo will begin to sort of tend to Calcrix and get started on dragging her away. That is his priority. It is the Caltrop's turn. No. It is Echo's turn.
All right. Seeing the goblins now getting ready to flee, I'm going to turn around to the one goblin behind. I'm going to hit him with my spear.
Hit him with the spear.
Whack him with the spear. Whack.
That is a 17, which is well enough to hit.
That was a 1, but it wasn't a...
Minimum damage, but that's okay. These are goblins. They don't have a ton of HP. Menacing with spikes of spike. Agreed, Lionar.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to take a step closer, and I'm going to swing again.
Do it.
As the bonus action. With the monk weapon.
That
Damn it.
misses.
For a moment, I was so worried.
How did that?
I took a step closer and forgot that one of my feet are injured, and I like, and I just threw off my aim.
Yes, indeed. Armor class is 15. Huh, I expected these to have lower armor class. Excellent.
High dex.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Excellent. Moving on. Goblin number 2 is going to go ahead and who damaged Goblin 2? Was that you, Echo?
Yeah, with my first hit.
Awesome. The goblin will go ahead and attack Echo. It will roll up 1. And it will lose its weapon in the process. And it will also disengage and get out to over here. The hobgoblin is going to make a death save. It will pass its first death save. It is Clarion's turn.
So, I guess what I want to do is make my way into the caltrop room now.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
Carefully,
if I can make it to here.
I'm good with you getting there, yes. Without having to make a save, that works for me.
Yes, I picked my way carefully across the stabby floor. And this time around, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers.
Or should I do Tasha's Hideous Laughter?
It depends. Do you want...
Whispers has been working really well for you so far.
Yeah, it really has. I will agree. It has been working very well for me. So again, cast the save.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Goblin 3.
Excellent. It fails its save.
And the damage on Goblin.
This is going to be... You're just exploding so many goblin heads.
I forgot how much damage this has until I grab the 3 dice.
Boom, you drop it. So
yikes.
You make this dissonant chord
I love that spell.
with your lute, and it like the people standing around you kind of go
yeah, but it sets their teeth on edge and reminds you of like chalk going down a chalkboard.
Oh, thanks, I can hear that in my head. Ow.
But the goblin falls to its knees with blood like oozing out of its eyes and ears and nose, and it just keels over unconscious.
Me this morning.
Fair enough. Erky Timbers is out of the combat for the time being. Hyacinth, it's your turn.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna pursue, I guess.
Go for it.
Because Hyacinth is that guy. So
that guy we're talking about.
Yeah, we're just gonna like run up, stab, hopefully. I'm assuming I stepped over a body.
Yes, you did. Take that stab.
Oh, Kistrel, that's great. Critical loot. Fantastic. I wish Pun Queen was here.
I do wish Pun Queen was here. I agree.
Yeah, I do too.
We're at 40,000 on the advantageous challenge, by the way. If we get to 50,000, they'll have their advantage.
So close. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do a stab.
Do the stabby thing.
I'm super good, guys. I'm so good. I probably tripped over the body.
Oh no.
Look, I can only be epic like one session in a row.
I love that the pit has a turn.
I know. It has to be in the combat tracker so it's visible. I don't know. Well, some traps do have an initiative and they do shit, right? But yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Calder.
You are correct, Hedge Cleric. It is time for you to talk more in chat.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not within 30 feet, so... Let me think. I am... I'll try to get there.
Mm-hmm, no problem.
And then just use the last of the fire breath to just pelt it.
Oh, man. That's so unfair. Do it.
Duck Hyacinth.
Make it dex save.
For the love of
I'm
God,
getting killed by this time.
I don't. You need to control its save, dude.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a thing. That's right. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I got it. Let's go ahead and roll that beautiful save footage. It gets failure after failure. Roll those d6s. My God, do you kill it? It is so very, very, very dead.
No chance to save. It is just gone.
I do definitely duck that one though. I just want to throw that out there. Definitely 100% duck. Please do not send my feathers.
You heard him just, and you're like, oh.
I was like, floor, immediate, just like dropped.
Just heard a deep inhalation of breath, and
we are now
decided to hit the deck.
We are now out of combat.
I'm gonna go to the hobgoblin and see if I can stabilize him.
Give me a medicine check.
Prediction. We're fine.
Echo, I quite like you, but your brethren suck.
Do you say that as I'm like pulling out, like putting pressure on wounds? I turn around, I'm like, I'm not a hobgoblin.
No, I'm talking about the things that we keep setting on fire, or rather, I keep setting on fire.
As you are ministering to the wounds, and you are able to close them up and stabilize it properly, you do come up with there is a note obvious in the breast pocket of the thing's armor. Yes, even hobgoblin armor has pockets, but only for the guys, it seems. But
take it out.
You take it out. It is a note with your name on the top, and then scrawled in Goblin. Goblin isn't a language that really lends itself well to writing, but it essentially translates to 1v1 me, bro.
Is it signed?
It's from the War Chief. The War Chief is essentially challenging you to solo combat approximately 9 to 10 hours from now. In the central hall of the goblin, of the goblin camp, which you are aware of where that is.
Okay. I'm going to take that note. I'm going to pull the caltrop out of my foot.
Nice.
Use the sharp, one of the many sharp edges, and I will carve into the armor of this hobgoblin.
I hate it. Thanks.
Well, is it leathers or is it?
No, this is metal armor.
Yeah, no, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's the sound.
I'll carve in the goblin word for coward, and then I'll tuck the note open, and with the blood, I'll sign it Eckhart. Will you face me? And I'll tuck the note back into the armor.
Fight.
Nice. You do have a guy with graffiti fingers. That's also true.
Nah, I carved it in.
I like my graffiti fingers, but I don't know this asshole's name, so that's how I could just draw it.
All right.
Yeah.
And again, as I said before, the hobgoblin that you tied up previously is pointedly missing.
They took my rope, assholes.
It's okay. We have more.
So talk to me. What happens now, friends?
So Hyacinth gets off of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it spends a solid 2 minutes dusting themselves off between the goblin ash and the floor dirt. And it's just like, this is horrible. Says a word, and their entire outfit changes.
Jeff, what's Calder doing?
I love watching Hyacinth work, and then I will we haven't actually been in this room, and I'll just poke around a bit, and we should probably search the trophy room and this room while we're here.
Yeah, the trophy room I gave you the loot for. However, you are able to. The goblin pantry is gross. There is food in here, but it's nothing that anyone who isn't a goblin would want to eat. And even Echo, who is a goblin, is like, wow, this is pretty gross.
Is there something that could be loosely described as a bunch of water?
You do find water. You're not sure how drinkable it is. But
my tent wasn't to drink it. How much water is there?
We'll say 3 skins of water. You're able to find. And
right.
also,
I have a thing.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take, barring anyone's objections, I'm going to take that water and just pour it into one congealed pool. And then I'm going to use shape water to shape the water around that far door that we haven't explored yet. And then
Into
I'm going to
ice.
use using shape water, and then I'm going to turn it into ice to wedge the door shut because I'm
Nice.
sick of their shit.
Yep, that makes sense to me. It works. You do find skins of goblin wine, which, while you probably shouldn't drink it, it could work very well as an accelerant.
I will also pour that on the floor in front of the door because we have fire.
I'm going to go ahead and drop 5 skins of oil or 5 bottles of oil or whatever in the party inventory.
That are thematically just
goblin wine. Yes.
Sure. We should be able to rename it as goblin wine.
Yes, indeed. All right, what happens now?
I'm gonna hand Calder my fire breath potion.
You seem to be doing well with it.
It's proven useful.
I'm going to go over to the short wall and start be like, hey, come on, we still need to build this darn sledge.
I'm willing to hand wave that bit. Yes, you are able to break down the short wall. You're able to break down both of the short walls, and you're able to fashion the sled you need to fashion and destroy all the other stuff so you don't have to deal with it anymore.
Just
sweep the caltrops, stuff like that.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, I'll be keeping.
Honestly, straight up take the rest of the caltrops because we have time at this point.
Yeah,
I'm keeping watch at the other pantry door, just watch in case more goblins come through.
You gain
while everyone's doing things.
I will say to Echo, you should probably think of a gift for the kobold matriarch as a gesture of good faith.
We're not going back to the camp.
We're returning.
That we were at?
Are we not returning the dragon?
It's on the way. The return the dragon to the kobold camp is on the way to the camp.
Yeah, I should probably bring a gift.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she will have an opinion on the return of the dragon.
Yeah.
I start asking Meepo like if he comes around through once we start dragging Calcrix.
I'm picturing Meepo like adorably dragging a very it's like dragging the pet that doesn't want to move and it's just letting its legs go limp. And just like dragging Calcrix across the floor achingly slowly at the same
like the cats with the leashes.
Yeah, it looks just like
dragon,
that. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just on the sledge and you're just.
It doesn't want to move. It's like it's just letting its arms go because it can't go anywhere.
Yeah, Meepo, what kind of gift do you think? What kind of gifts do kobolds like?
Meepo looks at Calcrix and looks at you and says, Meepo thinks so long as Eustriles see Calcrix, Echo will be fine.
I do also have a gem I found in the spider room.
Gems are also shiny.
We'll see if I need it. I have a backup.
I will pet Meepo on his head.
So you're able to make your way back to the kobold's throne room, I guess? Or, no, I mean, I imagine to the dragon place first, where you drop off Calcrix.
So, like, once we get to the first door that they're guarding, they'll be like, the dragon's back. Yeah,
it's obvious, like, the moment you get back into kobold territory, just, they all buzz. Like there's this low to mid-level just chatter wherever you go, because I mean it's very much like a hero is returning to to town. So you're able to get Calcrix dropped off and secured properly, and the kobold can deal with untying her and all that other stuff. You get out to the throne room again. Let me go ahead and jump back into in-game and remind everyone what Eustrial looks like. Joan, thank you so much for your continued subscription. I appreciate you so very, very much. Can you all see the picture of Eustrial?
Nope.
I thought I shared that.
We can see it on your stream.
I'm going to share it again anyway. There it is.
There.
There we go.
Okay. So you approach Are you making any words before Eustrial begins to greet you? So she'll say, Eustrial sees that you have returned, and the clan tells me that you have good news to share.
I'm hanging in the back with Erky, just kind of small ones trying to like hide behind the taller ones.
Just don't pay attention to us. We're just gonna sit out here in the back. Don't mind us.
I look at M and do the
I guess I'll walk forward. I'm sorry, I have a cat on me who's trying to eat things out of my hand. I'll walk forward and be like, so we got your dragon back. Mostly thanks to Meepo and Calder.
Eustrial feels that you have all done very well and deserve very richly the reward that we will give you. And she gestures to the table in front of her, which still has some magical items on it. The ones that you did not select last time, you now have access to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop that parcel. Where is it? 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and drop that parcel in chat. Some of it you already have, so don't double dip, obviously.
Yeah, we already have the tree token and the dragon key.
Yeah.
And if you drop it in a chat, we can't do anything with it.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, if you drop it into the party sheet,
okay,
then we might be able to do something.
Interesting. All right, so here's what you get. You get 3 elixirs of health. The feather token you already got, and did you get any of the scrolls already?
No.
I think we got one of the scrolls.
No, we got the dragon key
we
and
got the dragon
and the tree
key and
token.
the feather.
You got the key and the token.
Remember, they got to vote
Excellent.
on it.
So yes, because that's what the chat voted on. So you get a scroll case with 3 scrolls in it. A scroll of knock, which opens locks. A scroll of mage armor.
Got that.
Did you get that? But if you have it, you have it.
We got the scroll of knock, but I'm not sure.
No, we hadn't gotten any scrolls yet.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
A scroll of knock, a scroll of mage armor, and a scroll of spider climb.
Yes.
The health elixirs, do they function like a health potion?
Are they not identified? Elixir of health. When you drink this potion, it cures any disease afflicting you and it removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poison conditions.
It's a condition. It's a condition potion.
Yeah, it's a restoration in a bottle.
Which is also good. Go back to bedroom.
I wouldn't mind one of them scrolls and fancy scrolls.
Careful, one of the elixirs might contain a fluid form mimic.
But thanks.
Oh no.
Please don't give him ideas. He will use them.
Oh, like I don't have ideas already. All right. So after you gain your rewards, Eustrial turns to the party and specifically turns to Meepo and says, Eustrial is very pleased. Meepo has done very well. Meepo has fulfilled his duty to the clan. Eustrial does not have a consort. Would
Get it,
Meepo,
Meepo?
would Meepo come and stand? Come? No. Would Meepo?
I would hope so.
Would Meepo stand with Eustrial as leader of the kobolds?
Hell of a promotion.
Meepo kind of. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me any reactions.
What is
you've got.
Meepo? What is me? I'm just trying to read
gonna know
Meepo's
Meepo's
emotions.
I know, it's
So-
fantastic.
Meepo turns to look at all of you, and you're obviously like waiting for him to make a decision. He will turn back, and he will speak in Draconic. So really quick, his intonation and his vocabulary are going to be different because he is now speaking in his native language. Yes? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Meepo looks at Eustrial and says, when goblins attacked, Eustrial told kobolds to shun Meepo. Eustrial made Meepo sleep alone in rags. Eustrial told Meepo he failed. Then new friends told Meepo that he didn't fail. New friends told Meepo that he was hurt. New friends gave Meepo clothing, gave Meepo hope, told Meepo that they would help. They killed the spiders, killed the goblins, and helped Meepo find and bring back Calcrix. And they did not make Meepo sleep alone.
Fuck you, Rob.
I love how none of us can understand what he's saying because he's speaking in Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he, as he's speaking, a lot of the kobolds are turning away from him again, but now it is clearly out of shame rather than out of shunning.
Mm-hmm.
He looks up at Eustrial again and says, "Calcrix spoke to Meepo." There's a gasp. Calcrix speaks. So Calcrix thinks. So Calcrix chooses. Eustrial should ask to serve Calcrix. But Meepo will go with new family. And he turns around, turns his back on Eustrial, and walks to the party. And says, "Meepo ready to go."
Calder's going to look at Eustrial for Eustrial's reaction.
Eustrial looks at Meepo, looks at you, and simply says, "Leave our sight."
Echo slides the gem back in their pocket. It's like,
We will thank Eustrial for her hospitality.
She doesn't seem particularly patient with your pleasantries at this point.
That's fair, but
Yeah, we returned her dragon to her. If she gets hostile at us at this point, they're not going to enjoy that result.
also good for Meepo.
oh yeah, good for Meepo. I wish my character understood what
Anything that just happened. Oh, amazing.
This is justification for me to learn Draconic, in my opinion. Thank you.
So,
Yeah, I've been looking up how one learns languages and such in this game.
Yeah.
so are we returning to the camp?
Yes.
Probably
Yes.
sounds like a smart idea because we need a long rest.
We need a
Excellent.
long rest, and we have what, 9 to 10 hours.
Yeah. You have between 9 and 10 hours. So yeah, you make your way out to the camp. Curiously, Barnabas is not present when you make it to the camp.
Is the camp still set up?
The camp is still there. Yeah, everything seems fine. But
Is
Barnabas,
there a note?
there isn't a note. But there isn't a sign of struggle.
Maybe he's just taking a leak.
Oh.
Is the cart
Weird.
still there?
The cart is still there. Yes, the camp is still there. The campfire has clearly very recently, the campfire is embers now, but it has clearly been tended sometime in the last couple of hours.
Huh.
A quick lap around the camp, perception or investigation.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you are tracking, survival is the best way to go, but perception is also fine. Yeah, go ahead and make those rolls.
Yeah, we would like to because Barnabas being gone is weird. I gotta close every freaking
General look
window
around.
on.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice. A lot better than those ones.
Nice again. Literally, you all got 16, 19, 20,
And
and 18. What the hell? They're all right
we
within
just need
one of each other.
17.
So this is important because it might end up being relevant. With all of those great rolls, none of you have any idea where Barnabas went.
That's fair.
There's no tracks.
Well, that's not good.
There are tracks walking around, and there are tracks exiting and coming back, and there are Barnabas tracks that leave and come back here and there. There is, in fact, let's say, a brace of rabbits that is sort of drying or smoking over the campfire, we'll say. But you don't know, you're not able, even with those results, to determine where Barnabas may have gone most recently.
Well, that's not good.
No. But on the other hand, if anybody can handle themselves, it's Barnabas.
We saw that with chat.
Is any of Barnabas's personal effects here, like any of his weapons or his pack or anything?
His bag is there, but his weapons and armor and shield are not.
So it looks like, because there's no sign of a struggle, he's chosen to walk off wherever he's walked off.
That does seem to be the most likely outcome, yes.
Okay.
I guess we just wait here for him, and if he doesn't show up, then we get worried. I don't know your friend.
That's fair.
Well, wherever he is,
I mean, we can go.
Hey, Clarion.
Yeah,
Do you have the message spell?
I do have the message spell.
Just try different directions and see if it pings anything.
Well, the message spell works on familiarity. So if you are able...
That's sending.
Oh, that's sending, not message. Never mind.
Message has a limited range of 100 feet.
Yeah, it does.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the dumb one.
I was thinking about sending and not message.
Well, it's because it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
It does less.
Oh, that's fine. Then that's fine.
I mean, you could try to ping to see if he's within 100 feet.
Sure.
We also could, take a quick nap and do some basic watches to see if he'll show back up.
I have already applied the long rest to your character sheets, and no, he does not appear by the end of the rest.
Hmm.
This would be, I would be getting concerned.
Worried.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a long rest. That's 9 hours, and he did not come back.
Urky, do you have any spells that could maybe help find this person you've never met?
Sorry.
Yeah, figured.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go to Barnabas's pack, like his bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will take a piece of parchment, speak Barnabas Boulder Shoulder, and write out a message for him that only he can read.
Yes.
Just basically update, came back. It's like found dragon, returned it, came back, rested, going back in to find targets. Where the hell are you? Hugs and kisses, called her.